Hey everybody, Delta Play Gaming back with you on another Wild Arms Wednesday. So bad succeed, that Janice Cascade guy actually grew up here. Oh, Janice is from Little Twister. So it must not have been a deserted town back then. Anything? Twister. Yeah, there's nothing's new there. It's just... Wait. No, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Alright. So, in gaming news, I was doing a lot of reading over the past couple of days. Resident Evil 7 is getting a VR prequel. Apparently, well, it's called VR. Oh crap! I think it's like Project Walkthrough. Maybe. I don't know. It's been like 2 days, and I've had a lot of stuff happen and go on the past couple of days, so I'm kind of like. But anyways, right now it's only available in Japan. And supposed to come out this month. I don't know if it's like it comes out this month in Japan or if they're gonna, put the English translation in and release it this month. God, I just don't have enough money for all this stuff. Yeah. Ooh. A lot of rush jobs. Listen now if they're running an hour, stuff like that. Okay. Of course I'll do it if the customer has good credit with me. What was the other one you had to say? Regular customers. I think about joining the guild. I can't give you a discount, but I'd appreciate your patronage. Oh yeah, just one thing. Try not to die, okay? Or else I'll end up starving to death. Ha ha ha. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be kind of cool little idea for a little VR, little extra bonus for Resident Evil 7. Duplicator. So that'll give me access to one of those, to the locked door in the dungeon that we're going back to. But another thing that I was reading, there was an opinion piece that was debating upon whether or not the Soulsborne games are poorly designed games. And it kind of got me thinking about are they poorly designed or are they supposed to be that way? And part of me wants to think just the whole Soulsborne genre by itself. I'm wanting to think that it was more or less designed that way. They might not have implemented everything to 100% to the way they wanted. Man, that was bad. I apologize. Anyways, but yeah, I don't know. I think that the Soulsborne games, granted, there's, if you've ever played the first or any of the Dark Souls or Soulsborne game, for me, I was playing the Code Vein. If you watch that video, you'd see that there was the tutorial where it was like, here's how to parry, here's how to attack, light attack, dark attack, this, that, and the other, and they're not being hit. Oh, it's already still open. Duh. I can use the duplicator. There you are. But I'm going to do that. Alright, what do we got here? Ooh, 4. 3 grand, I'll take it. Dragon Castle, so I can get in one more closer to the... Oh, what's that thing? Partners. No, can't turn those out. But, so like I was saying, with the Soulsborne, you know, it's pretty much, here's, you know, R1 to attack, R2 to heavy attack, circle is dodge. You know, it gives you the basics, the very, very basics, and then it just says, go. Just go figure the rest out on your own. And to some, that might not be what they want. That might not be, you know, your, you know, cup of tea or whatever. You know, I know that some games hold your hand relentlessly. You know, tutorial after tutorial after tutorial. I want to say it's Final Fantasy 13. It's either 3/4 of the way through the game or 2/3 of the way through the game. The game finally opens up and the tutorials are finished. Now, that's a lot. You know, that's a huge amount of the game that you go through, where you're basically, here's a little bit of handhold. You know, and I don't know, I might give 13 another try someday. I know it's not my personal favorite one. I know a friend of mine, we get into talks about this, about like, I actually kind of want to talk to him about it again. Why does he like 13 so much? Like, I even know, I have another friend who platinumed it, which means you have to buy and get a hold of every single item in the game. So unless you have a guide to like help you walk through the game, it's going to require at least 2 playthroughs. Maybe, I don't know. But, you know, for me, I think with the Soulsborne games, I think it's like, we'll give you the minimum amount, and it's kind of, it gives you that freedom of exploration, trial and error kind of thing. You know, like, for example, like this, and I think that goes along with like the risk-reward kind of thing. Like, you know, if the game holds your hand and is like, hey, this guy's weak versus fire, throw all your fire items against it. It kind of doesn't have that, like, same impact. You know, if the game tells you, like, for example, like this, like, in Wild Arms, there was the guy that if I heated him up and then immediately froze him, it cracked his shell so I could start doing damage to him. You know, that was a little bit of a guide, but overall, it doesn't really do a lot of hand-holding. And I'm going to use 13 a lot because it's the only one that I know of off the top of my head that I've played or have that actually, you know, does a fair share of hand-holding. You know, and I think that's where it comes down to. Why is this keeping the door shut? Am I on the other side of where I was? Yes, I am. But, you know, I think it's one of those, like with the Souls games, where there's that pride that, like, I did this on my own. You know, it was one of the switch. I do believe this is the switch that's keeping the door shut. No, really? You don't say. Something doesn't seem right about this. Alright. Door's open. I can't. Of course. Get out of my way, please. You didn't make a run for it, you walked across. But, okay. So, like I said, going back to things like with the Soulsborne game about that pride of accomplishment. Like, for me, Father Gascoigne, when I finally beat him, oh my god, I felt so empowered. That's not good. That ain't good. Then down I go. Alright, can we look this? Do I just have to bomb the absolute hell out of this thing? Or... It's not one of those, is it? When I push the button and leave and come... Nope. Alright. Is there anything here? No, it's just a weird design. Well, there's no things to look at on the wall. Alright, I think I might have to just bomb it, but I don't know. Yeah, like I was saying, going back to, you know, Father Gascoigne, you know, it's just one of those ones where, like, when you beat it, you know, always it's like first time. Like, back when Up at Noon on IGN was a Thursday program, I tweeted at Brian Altano and Max Scoville about, because they were talking about Bloodborne at the time, about how, like, Bloodborne is, like, one of their favorite games. And so I tweeted at them like the very next day, and I was like, what was your, you know, best moment out of Bloodborne? And Max was the one who actually replied to me. He actually beat Father Gascoigne on his first run. Right after beating, I think it was called the Cleric Beast, if I remember, the side boss. So anyway, yeah, a lot of trial and error for this. And this is that. I didn't put enough bombs down. Sorry, I got a little wrapped up in trying to figure it out. But anyways, I mean, it's kind of one of those like pride moments where you actually can, you know, you beat the enemy yourself. You beat that boss. You know? So, start that. Damn it! 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck! Nope, not enough time. Okay, so I'm gonna... Oh, I got it. I was gonna say, what I was gonna do is I was gonna leave that... Whichever one that last one was that was holding up for so long, I would just... Please trap. Please proceed. We're almost there. We're almost there. Almost. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of one of those pride versus, you know, hand-holding kind of takes away that pride for it. And to me, I don't really think that it does take away from the game design, you know, where you have to learn and figure out all the mechanics yourself. I think as long as you get the basic mechanics, it should be, you know, trial and error, which would be best for this, which is best for this. Like even with this game, how you can upgrade your weapons, it's like, what is the best outfit? You know, how well should you organize each character's weapons? Because each character's weaponry should be different. Like, you know, for Clive, when he first started out, I think he had what, like 2 shots in his rifle? So he needs more shots. Like, straight out of the bat, he needs more shots right away. He does the most damage, so maybe if I just work on his crits, you know, make sure he gets more critical shots in. Sorry, my ears are popping. But, ooh, 2 moonstones. I don't know. I think that, you know, I'm not bashing the person for giving their opinion. They're, you know, entitled to their own opinion. It's just more of, like, they might think that Bloodborne or the Soulsborne games are poorly designed games, and it's just not like, you know, Dark Souls, Demon Souls, and Soulsborne and Sekiro. It's even games like, they were even mentioning games like The Surge, what was the other one? Code Vein. They even mentioned Cuphead too, which, I mean, it's not technically a Soulsborne game, but it is, you know, it is a rough and hard game to play. I'm not going to deny that. But I think what it is I think it's more of that person is, that game is just not for them. So they might not have, they might think the game is poorly designed because that, you know, there's just so little in regards to hand holding that they're just like, I just don't like it. I don't get the game, I don't like it. And it was even a question I even asked my cousin about it. And he's like, I played 20 minutes of Dark Souls 2, which is, you know, of the 3 Souls games, it's the worst of the 3 because Miyazaki left to go make Bloodborne. So it was kind of, you know, not the greatest one to start with. And that was the same fault for me. I started on, I went from Demon Souls to Dark Souls 2. I didn't get Dark Souls 1 yet, or I hadn't played Dark Souls 1. I skipped it because it was the first one that was on PS4. But, I mean, I don't know. There are certain games that, like, you know, every so often I'll get that, you know, that punishing torment kind of feel for it. And I'm like, you know what? I need a Soulsborne game. I need this. You know, I need that punishment of, hey, I'm gonna fucking rage quit probably 2 or 3 times because I'm stuck on a boss. Now we're facing the robed woman. But like when I was asking my cousin about this, he, like I said, he only played 20 minutes of Dark Souls 2 and he just didn't like it because there was no handholding. And not so much that there wasn't, but there wasn't enough for his liking. And that's fine. You know, all those games are meant for everybody. So. And then what was the other thing I was reading about? It was a small piece about Breath of the Wild 2 needs to come out at holiday 2020. Has to be able to compete against, you know, the PS5 and the Xbox Scarlet. To which I have to disagree. Because honestly, Nintendo, like, Zelda is going to sell. Breath of the Wild 2 is going to sell regardless of if it comes out today, or if it comes out tomorrow, or if it comes out anytime in 2020. It's going to sell, regardless. The thing that I think it doesn't matter, like it doesn't have to sell around holiday time, is because of the fact that those are 2 big titles. You know, Xbox Scarlet and PS5 are both coming out. Let them ride out their, you know, their glory, this, that, and the other. As soon as that wave starts like coming down, like the beginning of 2021, maybe, you know, January, February timeframe, drop Breath of the Wild 2. Because if you think about it, you know, the people who own, or let's go with this, the people that don't own a Switch, if you buy them a Switch, they need to play Breath of the Wild 1 first. So there's no real point in buying Breath of the Wild, like, you know, oh, you know, here, Timmy, here's a Nintendo Switch for Christmas and Breath of the Wild 2. But Mom, I never played 1 yet. Like, it doesn't make a lot of sense to own. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm pretty sure it's going to be an amazing game, but if you haven't played 1, you might not know what's going on in 2. For those who already own the Switch and own Breath of the Wild 1 waiting for 2, they're not going to care when it comes out, so long as it just does come out. You know, which is, it's kind of one of those reasons why I think, like, you know, games like Last of Us Part 2, Final Fantasy VII, Death Stranding, it's kind of one of those, we don't care when it comes out, so long as it just comes out. That's it. That's all we care about, so long as it comes out. You know, and even, I think even Death Stranding got pushed back like 6 months, 4 months, something like that, I think. I don't know. Just so, you know, they could do more playtesting and debugging and stuff like that, which is all for it, you know. Make sure that that game comes out as close to flawless as it possibly can. I mean, there's going to be bugs in any game. You know, it's how well they fix it. Reflex down. Eliminate standard. Yeah. Well, it's a good thing he survived at least. And he got most of his health back. Bam! Alright, that's... Do that. Bump you up for full health. I don't like Gallows' weapon. Oh, she seems to only be going after Clive. So basically, as long as I keep him alive, this fight should be won. Let's do a lock on with Clive. Ooh. No, wait, was that it? That's all my body can handle? Oh yeah, that was. Huh. Level up, level up. Alright, we are level 16 everywhere. I need more Panicia in my circulatory system. Has Gaia denied my existence? Oh, bye. Oh, hi again. Panicia is our blood. Turbid and stagnant, is it not possible for me to teleport? Even still, I must obtain the Gemini circuit. Not dare shoot a hostage. This may be tactless, but this is not an escape. I shall employ you a little longer. Wait. Oh, so she hides back in the woman's body. Cool. That's not, well, she did say it was tactless, so. Hide yourself behind a woman. I'll come back here. Alright. Let's see where this takes us. Get through. Just trying to hopefully get through that one. Hey, Janice, again. Complete your fortress or whatever. There we are. I appreciate your work ethic, but I'm trying to handle too much at once. That's why things don't work out for you. Right, princess? Still alive? Yeah, still alive. Surely you didn't think I was dead. You're not looking at a ghost either. But the thing is, I am a ghost. Wahaha. My time has ended. Body has eroded by the dark spear against my will. Previous body has been eaten away, but I've now been endowed with the body of a demon. I've done it. I've attained the power to surpass all, the power to dominate all. And all I have to do is trigger the impulse within my body. Rawr! Rawr, I'm a dinosaur. Sensation again. Man, like, honestly, how many times do we have to fight Janice to be like, dude, we're gonna kick your butt every single time? Well, back-to-back boss fights. Alright, so we're all good on health. What are we gonna start doing now? This attack. Working on, yeah, let's get Jet going. Shields up. $115, not bad. Negative. Okay. grips the dark spirit. Use the negative rainbow consecutively. Okay. So it's probably once every, probably 3 turns, maybe 4. We'll see. Shield. Virginia. Come up. We can. Decent attack damage. And that's the thing, is I can't tell. I mean, I don't know if negative rainbow is considered, like, that's a physical attack, obviously, but I can't tell if negative rainbow is a physical attack or a magical attack. So I've seen some of the games where it's like, oh, it looks like it's a magical attack, but it's actually physical. Haha, 1 point. I'll give you. Quicken myself. Dark Spear. Missed. Gallows is going to heal Virginia. So, depending upon how... If he does a lot of damage this turn, I might do Virginia's extension with a heal berry. We'll see. 67. Yep. Okay. Let's see. Attack. Mystic. Wheelberry. That's gonna put Virginia, Jet, and Clive in decent stats. And then heal everybody. Can't do an extension, so I just gotta shoot. But he needs. Did I already do Gallows? I don't remember. Alright. Shield. Alright, so everybody should be shielded up. Should be. Now, if there's a way to do an extension for shield, or yeah, apparently he wasn't. Yeah, if there's a way to do an extension on shield, or I think it's barrier is the other one, the one that reduces magic damage. I mean, yeah, it's dropped him down to 42. That's not too bad. Okay. She is good to do that. He's good for that. That's good. Yeah. Crits! And another crit. Yeah. Aw. I would love to see 4 crits in a row. Haha! Hey, 3 out of 4 ain't bad. Wow. Yeah, negative rainbow. That just sounds weird, or like an attack name. Let me do that. I might do... Man, she is getting those crits in. No, that's what it is. It's protect. Dark Spear misses. Yeah, I think maybe I should have done magic reduction instead. But whatever, it happens. Hillberry! Reload. Shoot! Oh, thank you for helping boost me up. Wow, Clive is at 66. Virginia's got enough to do the extension. Or Mystic extensions, whatever. What am I gonna do with you? I think he's fine to do that. I think that should be fine, yeah. We lock on for Cloud. It shouldn't be too much more before this fight's over. That would have been funny if that's all it had to do to finish him was just... Yeah, there it is. Still haven't fully adapted to my powers yet. Base lard. Oh, so she had 1.2 times. Janice, the removal of the Gemini circuit is complete. Step aside, I shall take care of it. Diffuser to recover the Gemini circuit. Anything else is an act of disloyalty. Never of you. I've carried out my orders. Finish them off any time, but right now your priority is bring back the circuit so that you can complete the fortress. Isn't that so? My anger will never subside. How dare I have to like you give me orders? We both report back to this. Yeah, I hear you. Alright, well. That was that, I guess. We got the girl back. Yeah, wife and daughter. That's kind of crazy. Yeah. Oh, what were we talking about again? Oh yeah, surprises. There's no need to beat around the bush, Virginia. We were all surprised by what we saw. Yeah, I guess. I just find it hard to believe that someone could transform like that. Is that the true power of the artifact? To change someone into different beings? The power of the past? We all felt the pulsation of the mediums when he unleashed his powers. The mediums seemed to be expressing anger and animosity towards him, and moreover, fear. Mediums trembled in fear, just as when the Dark Spear was summoned. I think it's safe to assume the mediums recognize it. No, Dark Spear is a feared entity. So I wonder if the Dark Spear is going to become more relevant? Like, if it's going to be... Like, my theory, I'm just kind of spitballing this one here, is that maybe the Dark Spear... Oh, what's the... Oh, I can't remember what game it's from, or what if it's like a game, or if it's like a book series or something. But it's kind of one of those, like, it's like a parasite, where it only absorbs and absorbs and absorbs until it uses its current user, and then jumps and leeches onto the next one. So I'm guessing either the Dark Spear will use all of Janice's power and kill him, or it'll kill him, like it'll be kill him and done. You know, the dark will destroy the Dark Spear, or we'll find some way to like turn the Dark Spear into the Light Spear. I don't know if that's a thing. Or it'll be used like that, and then the three main bad guys or whatever, they will find some way to use it after Janice has been like used up. I don't know. That's just my theory. And we won't know until we get further into the game. And the mediums are a bond that connects us with Phil Gaia. I want to trust this bond and take action. Brush fate aside and trust in our bonds to take action. It's not a battle between guardians and demons. We must face the demon's threat as one entrusted with the power of the guardians. Whee! It's a battle for now. This isn't about curiosity. I can feel it. Something is stirring on our Phil Gaia. Hopefully you're right, Princess. Alright, well, I think this is a good spot, because I've been playing for about 35 minutes. I need to go southeast, but I need to get this chick back to Little Twister. So yeah, let's head back to Little Twister and save our game. As soon as there we go. All right, so thank you guys so much for watching. Please feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe. This has been a fun series, and I hope to continue playing, and I hope you guys will enjoy. You guys stay awesome.